Discord.
Who? Hear who?
Daniel.
Me?
I mean, not Devin.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Not a game.
Devon.
Not a game.
Again,
Mm-hmm.
per
Again.
usual.
Bro, this is some bullshit. There we go. Right?
I changed mine now, so you shouldn't be
You
able
hear
to hear me.
Yes.
Still?
Oh,
What happened?
no, not in that sense.
Okay.
Mhm.
Damn, my
Okay.
mom gonna get mad. I got popsicle on the comforter.
That's a
Mhm.
that's a no. No.
And you sing, yeah.
What's this? It's no good.
Hmm?
All right. Oh no, I was talking to the wife about dirty baby bottles.
Baby bottle pop.
Baby bubble pop.
You
Baby
can lick
bubble
it,
pop.
stick it and crunch it, and lick it again.
I thought it was
Those
dunk
shits
it.
used to
Is that what
hit.
they
Okay.
say?
I don't know. It's lick it,
It's
stick
lick
it,
it,
and
stick it, and dunk it.
Oh,
Yeah, dunk it
dunk
in the
it.
powder.
Very sexual commercial.
Oh, you can flip it
I mean, they
Listen,
were definitely
and lick it.
licking.
get out of here. I know what you're about to say.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
What was I about
She
to
ate the
say?
dick through my underwear. Ugh.
Yep.
Probably got herself out of there.
Newt, put down the cigarettes, please. I beg of you.
The ratchet.
Yeah, man. I love a running joke.
Put
Where's it running to?
down. Bro, did anybody watch Stephen A on Jimmy Kimmel the other night?
Nah.
Nate, are you
Who are
up
we
to?
waiting
Are
on?
you Nate? That's what I said Nate for.
What? I'm here.
You got to ready
Are
up, my
you?
boy.
Oh, my bad. So
Are you?
Stephen A was on. Well, I guess you kind of got to have the historical context, but like he like guest hosted Jimmy Kimmel, and it was like a Stephen A's meditation clinic. So he was in there, like everybody was doing yoga, and you know how he be coming on First Take. Sometimes he's like, I just don't want to be here. The unmitigated gall of you people, like I don't even want to be here. And then so everybody was in like this certain pose, and he was like, all right, everybody, say it with me. Stay off the weed. And they were like, stay off the weed. This shit was funny as fuck, bruh.
No. I heard he's about to start his journey without Max Kellerman. I know that's not on the
Yeah,
docket.
bro. That shit's wild. I mean, like, all the reports I read about it, like, make sense. You can tell that even though they, I don't know, I guess, like, professionally get along, you can tell that, like, Max really bothers Stephen A. And clearly they're going to side with Stephen A. before they side with Max. I don't find Max to be unbearable. I just, like...
I think I like his opinions. Sometimes he's just contrarian just because, but...
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. I mean, oh shit, are we going where y'all marked? My bad.
You marked it.
I hope
You talking about Caddy?
You marked it. No, you had your pink marker dead in the middle at first.
Oh, that was an accident. Can we go to Caddy?
Bruh.
Holy shit, man!
My bad. Leaping leopards, bat.
Now, how am I supposed to drop on people when you out here changing the course in the middle of
like shit? My bad. I also saw somebody posted an article earlier that apparently Stephen A wants to make like a big three with Michael Wilbon and Magic Johnson. That shit would be pretty good.
Especially
like,
if
I fuck with Wilbon
like
and Magic Johnson.
I don't know if I've heard Magic Johnson as a commentator.
Well,
I wouldn't say he's anything special, but
I know he got a cure for AIDS and all the broke motherfuckers passed away. You telling me if my grandma was in the NBA right now, she'd be okay?
I said she's just a secretary.
Stay
in the
off the
hell is going? Well, why is it always when we're
weed.
recording? Because he really
That's
had
such a
no
good point.
problems.
I think it's Discord.
I
Then
think it is
that
Discord,
answers your
yeah.
question.
Because it's soon, damn, he done dropped off the call. Not recording.
He said, "I am out. Fuck y'all."
Right. It literally is as soon as we hop on here, this man starts sounding like syrup, painkillers, cigarettes, weed, Hennessy, vodka.
About now.
Yeah,
Much
you
Yes,
good
better.
you're
now.
good now.
Oh, but as I was saying, but since she was just a secretary working for the church for 35 years, things
You ain't
supposed
supposed
to
to
stop
stop
right
right here. Yep. He's strong. That's where I get my confidence
Scrawl.
from.
Ask me, can you sign some t-shirts? Bitch, is you smoking reefer? That man, he put his emotion into that one.
Yeah, because you don't see that we hurt, but still.
I smile.
Guess we just gonna have a karaoke instead of a podcast today. Huh?
The roses come and see me. We're gonna do the same thing next week when that motherfucking goddamn energy drop too. What you saying, cuz?
Hell
Right.
yeah.
Allegedly.
Going up. Allegedly.
Pizza
You
on
pulling the
Friday.
Donda?
The Donda thing is playing tonight. The Donda thing.
Bro. Oh, the concert is tonight?
Yeah.
Y'all seen the
Y'all see
little
this
player
clip?
that I posted, right? Or did you post that?
The stem?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
That shit is genius.
What? I ain't seen nothing.
So Kanye is doing a it's like it almost looks like a little like a Google Home or it's like a puck. And basically
Oh, where it can like capture sound and remix shit or something.
yeah, so you can
Yeah, that shit is
first of
wild.
all, 200 is pretty steep. But like basically you get the whole album, I guess in whatever form it is right now. And you can basically chop the shit up however you want. Like you can speed shit up, slow shit down, you can loop it, you can change like the vocals, you can change the actual audio itself. I think that shit's genius. And like, I don't know, like 20 years from now, niggas gonna be like, oh shit, like damn, I wish I had bought one of them.
Yeah, this thing is like before its time.
Yeah.
Well,
Because then you
wonder-
can also you can throw whatever other music you want into it too.
Mhm.
I think that's what you were saying, Newt or Daniel.
Yeah.
But the real question is Donda ever actually going to come out?
So I think what
No.
you were talking about before, like has this like I think you had posted it in the chat where it was like the concept that it's out and we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's trying to do what he did with Yeezus, or not Yeezus, The Life of Pablo, where like it first came out and then like he edited the tracks while it was already on streaming services. So like if you play like Father Stretch My Hands, you know, that choir when it originally came out, that little choir that was in the hook, the I wanna wake up with you, but that wasn't on it like the first time.
Right.
And then like
Sorry.
and then
Fuck yeah.
how what's the song? Wolves. The Frank Ocean part was like
Oh yeah.
it was one track, but now like Wolves with Frank Ocean was like one track, and then later on like Frank's part was just a separate track.
Right interlude.
Yeah. I will say I mean I think it was I guess I guess the word I would say is like kind of messy the way it came out. I mean, obviously Kanye is just like a, very different creative mind when it comes to things like that. I think it was really messy how the album came out and how all of that just like shit happened. But I think looking back on it, it was unique. Like, if that's what he's trying to do with Donda, I think it's pretty cool. Because, we may never see that again. Like there may not be another artist that ever thinks to like do shit like that. Cause like, honestly, I don't know about y'all, but I really like hearing, I guess like earlier versions of songs, not necessarily like reference tracks, but I mean, even reference tracks sometimes too. But like, I think it's cool to be able to hear how a song evolves over time.
Process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even like this is super random, but I was listening to V103 the other day and they played White Tea, and I was like, what fucking version is this? And you can tell it was like, I don't know, maybe like the raw version that they, maybe it was the version they recorded right before it actually, they mastered it and shit. So like, I don't know. In that instance, I wasn't really a fan of it because it sounded like shit. But I think for someone like Kanye that has just so many different musical elements every time he produces something, like it's, I think, pretty amazing to just kind of see the whole creative process and be able to hear it and the progression.
Side note on that my white tee. I was trying to explain. They were like, why Migos name that shit T-shirt? And I was like, because it's white tee but slowed down. They were like, what are you talking about?
Yo, I did
And then I
not know
slow.
that.
I didn't
Yeah,
either. I gotta go back and listen to
Listen,
that.
I legit. You slow down the beat. It's the same shit. It's just the beat is slowed down. That's why it says same color T-shirt, or else the song doesn't make.
Oh, that makes sense. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Migos are
Yeah.
Yeah,
Migos
that
are
was next level,
goats.
huh?
Migo.
Yeah.
Like what you were saying with the like Kanye like versions of song, like, so there's this Google Doc that's on the internet, and it's called like the West Tracker Ever or something like that, but it's basically everything music Kanye West has ever contributed to all in one Google Doc.
Oh wow.
And so it has pages of like unreleased music or music that was like supposed to be released, that it has all types of shit on there. So I was reading through it, and it has like, so there's like an unreleased tab. It's a tab just unreleased music, and it has like all these songs, and it has like a who it was meant for, the description, what album it's supposed to be on. So y'all know that the So Appalled on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was supposed to be on Diddy's Last Night in Paris.
You breaking up.
That Diddy Dirty Money album, Last Train to Paris. Full the beat.
Still breaking up.
I heard something about Dirty Money, Last Train to Paris.
I thought he said Diddy.
Yeah, Dirty Money.
I got you.
It's a dirty
Oh,
money.
really? I have to waste all of my fucking bullets.
I got 8 left. I got 8 left. I got 8 left. 6,
Oh, shit,
4,
shit, shit,
4,
shit.
4. Ah, thank you.
So
Yeah, that was about to. Oh, damn.
Fucking.
I got eliminated by apply Vaseline. Fuck you.
no lube.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
wow. I'm
Get
out.
your ass.
Well,
Yo,
New,
by
Yeah,
the
do you
way,
have
yeah.
like you have like a link to that document?
Yeah, I got a link.
by the
I'll
way,
post it in the chat.
No Vaseline is definitely my favorite Ice Cube song.
I'm over here just hanging out, guys, you know.
Did you grab my card?
I think so.
Where are
I
you?
hope so. You was
Oh,
right
I
there.
see you. I'm coming.
But what I was
Oh,
saying with So Appalled, was meant for Diddy's the Diddy Dirty Money Last Train to Paris album.
It was just too good. Oh, it's too good.
Oh, it's too good.
I don't know what happened. I was just, oh shit.
Dev got my card at some point, but I need to be rebooted if y'all can.
1, 2, 3 reboot.
Oh, there's only one fucking place y'all can go.
Like it's NASCAR.
Man, I wish Kanye. Good Friday was like such an amazing run of music.
Holy shit!
Like,
Yeah.
What was your favorite
Oh.
song from Good Friday?
I'd probably have to go. I mean, technically, "Devil in a Red Dress" was a Good Friday song, so you know how I feel about that.
But not with Rick Ross. Rick Ross wasn't on the Good Friday.
Oh, he wasn't. Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Rick
That
Ross
sounds
was
like it was a better version then.
Shut the fuck up.
Shit.
I'd have to go looking for trouble then.
Mine was
I don't know though, bruh.
Christian
Sorry, go ahead.
Dior Denim Flow.
See,
Yeah,
that's
let's
what I was
say
about to say.
Christian Dior Denim Flow was
I
was
fucking
crazy.
love that song, bro.
Yeah,
That joint
man.
was crazy. Christian Dior Denim Flow was crazy.
Yeah, man. Like, Every
I used
fucking
to say that shit
song.
all the time. I told her I'm trying to eat out. So what we going to
What you
dinner
going to
for?
dinner for?
I used
I think it also begs the question of like, I mean, we're just, evergreen going on a bunch of different tangents, but like I really hate how whatever happened with Sci-Hi, like how it happened. Like this man ain't
What
never
happened?
like he basically
Holy shit,
ghostwrites
shit, shit.
all of good music, first of all. Sure, he like technically put an album out, but like he was supposed to get one of the albums, what was it, 2 years ago when everybody was dropping in June when like Tiana Taylor and
Yep.
the Ye and Cudi album and all that. Like Sci-Hi was maybe it was just rumored, but like I thought Sci-Hi would have gotten an album then. Um
He put
like
out No Church on Sundays, right? Or no
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 dope
Dope
something.
on
on
No
Sundays.
Sundays.
dope on Sunday.
Yeah.
Why are y'all
And
still in a storm?
But
that was
like I just
probably
He
feel
was
one
like
of the
healing me.
greatest album openers of like that first song. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah. It's a good
Holy
album.
shit.
I
What the
just
My
fuck
feel
is
like
this?
TV.
Kanye has
Oh, this nigga
like
got a railgun or
never really
pulse.
put the time into like making
Mm.
sure he has like a good ass album to like put out. Like a
The worst timing possible.
mainstream, highly advertised, like rollout plan, all that shit. Like he's just always been like real low key. And like he just be writing for all these niggas, man. Like half the shit you hear Ye say, Travis Scott, like probably low key like Cudi. Half the shit written by Sci-Hi, bro. Like if you watch his interviews, he's like, "Oh, they pay me very well. I can't talk about certain things, but they pay me well." Like, bro, like let this man put out like a good ass album.
That kind
Apparently
of
he got like 6 albums ready.
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't be
believe it.
surprised.
See,
Are we
the thing
switching
is though,
up?
when you sit on something like that, like, is it still going to hit?
Yeah, that's a good
Like
point.
years
Certain
later?
tracks probably would. I don't know if the project collectively would, since the
It
sounds
reminds me of
changed.
that reminds me of like the Carter Five.
Oh man,
You could tell like some of those songs were like kind of dated.
for
Mhm.
sure. But then he put out that project after Carter 5 that I fuck with.
Funeral, yeah, Funeral was hard.
Funeral, yeah.
I ain't never listened to it.
Yeah.
Is it on regular
Nah,
streaming platforms or was it
Yeah,
only
it
on
is.
Tidal?
yeah, it
Nah, it
is.
was on Spotify.
Not yet. The streaming wars was over after like I want to say what 2015. That's when the streaming wars ended.
Oh, Newt, you sitting there? Oh, okay.
Oh
Oh, okay,
nah,
okay,
I am
okay.
Newt,
participating in this one.
your party leader said you gotta switch up.
Say goddamn squad.
So
Yes,
who's
sir.
sitting out this time?
I
am.
Looks
can.
like Daniel is right now.
Oh,
I don't mind. This is the intro.
anyway, all right, y'all. This is Boozy Game Night. We're playing Fortnite tonight, and I am Hot Take Dev.
Yeah, Fortnite tonight, much to my chagrin. It's your boy Devin, just Devin, aka Devin McFly.
Rocket
What
League
it
boy.
do? Yeah, Mr. Rocket League. Fuck that. What up, everybody? Nate the Great. Goddamn 47.
Hey, y'all already know what it is. Your boy Newt.
Nudicus?
Last but not least is Batman Dan, aka Oh Danny Boy.
Energy.
Yeah.
Energy dropping soon.
Dropping soon, September 3rd. Make sure y'all fucking tune in. It's about to be
I'm gonna just let y'all
exactly what the
know
name is.
we got the sneak peek and it was trash, so y'all don't want to listen to it.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow. Lies. The lies you
It'd be your own
tell.
people.
Right.
JK,
Damn, we
y'all,
trying to hit the plug. She like, fuck that. Like, do not stream that shit.
you know how you gotta have that one friend that humbles you. I feel like that's me. I gotta bring him down back to earth. You know.
She just doubled down.
Right. It's
I
cool.
told
We
you
got
it's
you, bro.
good.
Energy
It's good,
dropping
babe.
soon. Energy dropping soon.
It really is good though, y'all. I'm just playing. I would never let my husband put out a crap product. We wouldn't be married.
Bet not.
Anyway,
Guess
What's
we cutting
poppin'?
all of this out. Cut
What's
all that
poppin'?
silence.
Let's see. How's
No, I'm
everyone's week
believing
been
it.
so far?
I'm ready for the
How's
weekend. I
everyone's
tell
week?
you that. But it's been
Yeah,
all right. Nothing of note. Nothing crazy. What about you, bruh?
I've been busy with work, trying to get ready to move on
Oh
to my
shit, y'all.
next uh little job. I gotta turn in all my shit. And, they just been giving me the runaround.
Damn.
I've been
But
recovering. My whole fucking household is sick. We don't have COVID, but everyone's just been fucking sick, bro. So like,
Bust down, Koviana, bust down.
yeah. So if y'all hear me clearing my throat or coughing or some shit, that's why. You probably heard it on last
Did
week's episode.
you get tested though?
I didn't, but like, I mean, I probably should have just out of, I mean, just to be safe. But like, I don't know, bro. Like, I started out with just like a sore throat, and then like I've just kind of been congested for a little while. But
Um,
you know, certain things like body aches and fatigue and shit, like I haven't had any of that. So
wait, y'all.
it,
I got a
y'all are
question.
in the match with 3 people.
Who the fuck is Mac
Macy
Triple
MC.
Y? Yeah, who the fuck is that? What the
To
hell
the
smoke?
Yeah,
lobby. Where the
Oh,
lobby
it's because y'all
reside?
are
Where
on
the lobby
squads
reside?
fill. Y'all are on squads fill, so some rando joint. I thought I was sitting out, and then
I thought only
Daniel
one person
didn't
was
jump
sitting out.
in.
What?
yeah. I thought only one person was sitting out.
Nah, I put myself as sitting
Dang.
out too. I mean,
We
I can
realized just
join,
left
but
that man to fend for himself.
yeah, he
He
about
gonna
to
Hey,
be all
die.
right.
Nah,
He
he
gonna
gonna
be all
die.
right.
We had footsteps by us. He finna die.
Once again, for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who need to subscribe to us on YouTube, we're playing Fortnite, so you can see the actual footage on there. So y'all can see this motherfucker we just left, or they just left.
Which one of y'all squatting up though?
Daniel, you want to run it, or you want me to go?
I mean, I'll run it. That's cool.
All right, yeah. I'm already sitting out, so you got it, bro.
I
About
think
to
I feel like
shake
I've
it
been
out
living my
west.
best life with my mama. Okay, never like to sleep in, chill around the house.
I changed you guys' names on here so that they don't show your like gamer tag.
Are people going to hack us?
Maybe
They're gonna
so.
get they're gonna find our IP addresses and swat us.
Well, back to that sleeping in comment. I forget what Buddy's name is, but must be nice. Oh, it's Life. Yeah,
Life
it's
Jennings.
Life.
Let
Life
me tell
Jennings.
you, I be knocked out and I don't hear a thing. I don't hear nothing. Okay. I didn't realize this morning she woke up at like 6 something, I think. My mom said she woke up. I said, she did what now? Because I didn't hear nothing. I was knocked out.
Dev,
Only
you got it
reason,
ready up.
uh, only reason I heard her was because they were downstairs and underneath my bed, underneath my bedroom. Otherwise,
Mm.
I'm pretty sure I would not have heard anything.
They should have
Man,
used the they should have did the next part of the Get Swifty.
yeah,
Gotta get
maybe
Swifty
they'll
in here. Gotta
hit
shit
us
on
with
the
the remix.
floor. Take a shit on the floor. That's literally like the very next line that they cut. Take a
They
shit
would
on
have
the
bleeped them.
floor.
They would have bleeped them because it's Fortnite.
You gotta take off your
Yeah.
panties and your pants. Take your shit on the floor.
Well, who
Yeah,
started with the first topic today?
It's supposed to be you.
Me?
I don't
Like,
think we
as
had
in
an
the.
order though.
I'm about to say I introed it. I thought I was just doing an intro, not like actually introing the first topic.
Who's ever feeling froggy?
I mean, I was going to say, Devin, we could talk about your girl that you can't pronounce her name.
That's
Lord,
Nudicus. That's my homie
Uh,
Nudicus.
I got you.
this woman didn't been given about 5 names in the past hour. Are
Who,
we going?
Giannis?
What you call this
I'm
man?
dead.
Where are we going?
Where the money reside? That don't matter to me.
Don't matter to me either.
Dirty Dock City.
Go
All
for
right,
a swim
so
with the alien
let's
parasite.
start. So, what's been in the news lately? Been trying to, avoid it because we don't want to, we try not to highlight our, I don't know, like black people maybe not doing so great at times. But Sha'carri Richardson, all right. If you don't know, she's like, the United States hotness. As far as like, young, she got uh she got the nails, she got the hair, kind of like FloJo.
Oh
Uh,
no, not the
it's
fucking.
just yeah, she everyone's like comparing her to FloJo. She got the hair, she got the nails. She's doing a damn thing. She was supposed to be in the Olympics running the 1 and the 2. Tested positive for marijuana. She's been very vocal on social media since then. But basically, anti-doping agency banned her. Will put like a 30-day ban on her, which made her miss the Olympics after making the U.S. team. So during the Olympics, the U.S. I guess at the beginning wasn't doing so hot in track and field. She was posting things on Twitter alluding to her absence, talking about, y'all miss me yet?
Damn, I
Especially
ain't know
like
that
when
part.
Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't know that either.
so yeah,
I'm about to say. I
she was
thought
doing
they were.
things like that. What's up?
I thought they were gonna allow her to actually participate though, but for some reason they.
So what happened was she had a 30-day ban. So her 30 days was within, or the 100 and 200 were
Mhm.
within the 30 days. But she was going to be able to participate in the 4x1, which was
The
outside of
relay.
the 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for some reason, I guess the team just decided not to go with her on the 4x1, and they just replaced her.
These niggas really?
So throughout
Put
the
me
whole
down.
Olympics, she was pretty vocal, especially when the Jamaicans did the sweep in the 100. Um, she was posting things like "Y'all miss me yet?" Things like that, and people, it was just hype. You feed into it. You like that shit. It's like the new thing with young athletes. Adrian Broner, it's just not the cockiness. You love it. Um, so the Prefontaine Classic, which is another big meet, um, she's in the Prefontaine Classic, and she's the and she's facing all the Jamaicans that swept the Olympics. This is their first time back since the ban, and it's 9 people in the 100-meter dash, and she places dead last. She places 9th. And in the post race interview, she starts talking. She's like, yeah. She basically says, I'm just glad to be back. All y'all can talk all that shit y'all want to. Like literally, like these words, like y'all can talk all the shit y'all want to.
Yeah.
You like, I'm still gonna do me. I know what I can do, which is, and people just kind of took Black Twitter. First of all, Black Twitter like destroyed her because she talked all that shit. Like, she was on TikTok. She made TikTok. Was like, I'm back, bitches. Like before the race, so she was all on TikTok bragging, cocky. Came in 9th. So Black Twitter was already like, how the memes, cracking the jokes, all that stuff goes. But then, the post race interview, she's like, y'all can talk all that shit. And people are just kind of like, whoa, she needs to calm down. She needs to humble herself. And then, um, you know, teammate, what's her name, Allison Felix, who's the most like decorated Olympian ever, or whatever. She was on, what was it, Jimmy Kimmel, I think.
She was on there when Stephen A was on there.
and I guess
New, hop
she
in.
was. What's up? Oh,
I'm on the
that's you.
spaceship. Yeah.
That's bro, I was shooting at
Oh,
you.
Yeah,
wait,
I know
hold on,
you
but y'all got a
was.
car?
I got a spaceship. I'm trying to get to this crystal.
Oh, so
Go ahead with the rest of it though. Cause I'm
Oh,
learning
but
it
yeah,
right now.
so Allison Felix was on Jimmy Kimmel, and basically she was asking people, to support her after coming in last at the Prefontaine Classic, and she was like, I know that she's obviously been through so much, and I just hope that she's supported, and I hope people rally around her. She was like, she has a great personality, and she brought a lot of attention to the sport, and I think she'll be in the sport for a very long time. Um, and then she also said something
You gonna
like,
let me get on? Or you gonna have to
um,
beg me?
um, I feel like we should make our way to Rick. I don't know how we're supposed to do this. Deliver a saucer to Rick Sanchez, but Sanchez, I guess. But we are talking American shit. But anyways, that's what we're supposed to do. I don't know how we're supposed to do that, but yeah.
We're not doing the chest.
I mean, I mean after the chest, but I mean the storm's also about to get our asses. So
You good now? Very sure.
yeah. So basically, they were just,
Hold on,
I
hold
guess,
on.
you're alien.
You're sounding kind of crazy.
No, we should hit Newt with a code word every time he starts sounding funny.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I think he left.
He
He
said
did. He about to
He's
hop
doing it
back
to
in.
restart it.
Yeah.
we can be like, yeah, we can. We can be like code word lozenges. 1, 2, 3.
Lozenges?
Lozenger.
What?
Like a
Lozenge,
throat,
sir.
like a throat lozenge.
It's a
Oh, it
third
is
throat lozenge.
Lozenge? Yeah.
lozenger.
Why
No.
are you
I've
putting an
been
R
saying
on
it
it?
Why is it
wrong
art? Oh
my
my god.
whole life.
I feel like
Yeah, my whole life.
Wow.
wait, is he back?
I think he left again. Even though we could hear
My guy is
him.
Mike.
Oh no, he is back. Nudicus.
Well, I guess, tune in while I know he's not finished with the story, but I will say I didn't know any of that stuff about like her talking shit before like the race.
I didn't
Mm.
either.
Cause it's bad
I,
enough what happened coming in last, but if she was really like
was it
on
before?
TikTok talking shit, like that's wild.
I didn't see. I don't.
Are you
My
talking shit,
timeline,
bro?
as far as like the timeline of like her interviews and what she said, is kind of off. But I will say that. I mean, the thing is, people are clowning her, and I don't necessarily feel like she should beat herself up about the race, because to be quite frank, there are sometimes in certain industries you have to know your place, and not in a bad way. But let's be real. The Jamaicans have always had a lock on track and field, you know?
Facts.
So it's like, why
One
would
time
I
they even had a
unnecessarily?
bobsled team.
So it's like, why would
Get
I
out
understand,
of
Here.
really? Anyway, I like, I understand wanting to be the best at what you do, but at the same time, don't overly beat yourself up for not necessarily being the best against your top competitors. Like, yes, you
But
should
I
want to
don't
get as close as possible, but at the same time, like, I mean, the
Well, I
Jamaicans are
think
going to
it's
be the
because
Jamaicans.
she didn't just she didn't just lose to the Jamaicans. Like
I
it
know.
was
I mean, I
last.
know, but I'm saying like that. But most of what people were talking about, aside from the fact that she placed dead last, was also the fact that she lost against the Jamaicans. But it's like we all know the Jamaicans are the Jamaicans. So like, what are we talking
what you
about
mean
here?
by that?
Number ones and they still
What do you
number
mean by
one.
that?
They
What you mean,
have
my
the
girl?
fucking they got the track and field industry on fucking lock, and it's just that simple. There's no way around that shit.
They do
I
go
just
faster.
I don't think it's really even that like I mean, she lost, like they just faster. I just think like she
I
just
mean,
talked too much shit. Like
it is
Yeah, I'm
she
about to
definitely
say,
can
talking shit, but I think a lot of the problem, the one problem I have with a lot of people is that the black community has this fixation on humbling. Like people these days with this situation are like their take is, humbling black women, and why are we always trying to humble black women? And yes, like I feel like we're always trying to humble black women, but the black community has this fixation on humbling black people in general. I don't believe in every like people are allowed to talk their shit and people are allowed to boast if they want to. There's limits to it, but at the same time, if you're uncomfortable, I feel like people like to tell other people to humble themselves because they're uncomfortable with where they're at. Don't try to dumb me down and, convince me to humble myself because you're not where you want to be as far as confidence. But like I said, there's a fine line between being confident and sure of yourself and being an asshole. But
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I think, and I think so. As it evolves, at first I thought she would be fine, but then it came with the thing with Alice and Felix, where Alice and Felix was just trying to give her encouraging words,
Yeah, she
on
wasn't even
TV,
talking shit. But
and
she didn't
then
directly say anything to Allison, right? It was like a subtweet
she
situation.
she posted like a story where she was like, encouraging words on TV means just the same thing as saying nothing or something. Basically, she said, let me see if I can pull it exactly what she said. So she posted like a story post, and it said, encouraging words on TV shows are just as real as saying nothing at all.
Mm.
So
So it was
basically,
like pretty obvious that she was talking about her.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's where, everybody's like, girl, she's helping you out and
She's got one of those
wilding.
like me against the world mentalities, and maybe that will like propel her to success. Maybe, but like like Alice and Felix is one of the I think she's
She's
the
one of
most
the goats, bro.
decorated, yeah, like female athletes. Like,
She's the greatest Olympian, basically,
yeah,
because she was
so
the
like
most decorated.
you gotta pick and choose your battles.
Oh, side note, imagine if they had Allison Felix play Wonder Woman. That should be crazy.
Nah,
Anyway,
I'm for it.
But yeah, I mean, for me, like I said, I don't believe that we should strive to try to convince people that they need to humble themselves. But at the same time, as far as her and her career and her interactions with other athletes, I would say that you might not necessarily want to exactly humble yourself, but don't ostracize yourself, you know? Like
I
don't
Yeah,
ostracize yourself from your community, your like career in your field trying to be extra cocky.
Well, that's what
That's
she was
where
saying at the end of the race was she was talking her shit or whatever, but she was also saying how like she supports black women or she supports women, but I don't know, she was like saying one thing and doing another, and I know her emotions are running high because people were coming after her real hard. Speaking of the Stephen A line you were quoting earlier, stay off
Stay
the
off the
weed. So
weed.
people were like
Yeah.
going crazy on her. So
Yeah, but didn't something happen with like her mom or something? Like,
yeah, her mom
mom
had just
passed at
passed.
like a
yeah,
week or
yeah.
two before.
I
yeah,
mean,
I mean,
her
I don't necessarily,
biological mother
that's
had
not
passed.
necessarily an excuse though, because in my eyes, that's like, okay, so that's like giving Daniel, oh, motherfucker, that's like giving y'all an excuse to smoke because something strenuous and stressful happens in the family. But it's like you knew that this was a stipulation of your job that you could not partake in these activities. So,
yeah.
and as far as the jobs are concerned, they don't give a flip flying fuck about who's
Oh,
passed or who's sick. They don't care about
you
that.
upgraded it from a regular fuck to a flip flying fuck.
a flip
Yes,
flying fuck.
yes. There's no like no letter that you could sign. There's no paperwork to be like, oh, well, my mom passed and I was feeling so down and stressed, so I just felt like I wanted to hit the joint. They still gonna get y'all asses the fuck out how they can when you pop on
Hit
that
the
piss
pepper
test.
and then pick them up. Hit the pepper and then pick them up.
So you know what I'm saying? So like,
Oh,
would you
oh
have
fuck.
to? I mean, people do slip up, but at the same time, you have to be accountable for the consequences of the actions that you do. And if you very well knew that this was part of your job not to partake in these
Oh
Damn.
shit!
activities. So when you did that, you knew that you
You
took a
gone,
risk.
bro. You gone.
And I've said before, like it could be simple shit.
That
Like
was
they could be like,
TikTok.
"Hey, we don't want you eating Cheeto puffs. So if we catch you with a bag of Cheetos, we're gonna fire you." Well, you signed off in the paper. These were the terms of your hiring. So if you, in fact, went against these terms and you get terminated, then you cannot cry wolf and be like, "Oh, they're picking on me." You knew that this was the rule and term of your hiring.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, at the same time, things are changing, and I mean, I feel like they're probably in the works of updating their rules. But just because things are changing and things are being updated does not mean you get to jump the gun. You have to wait till things get set in proper motion and are actually like put in place. You can't just be like, "Oh, well, times are changing." They don't give a fuck about the times. Times
Yeah.
might be changing, but what about this
Hey,
actual official paperwork for your job? And at the same time, again, things might be changing in America, but with the Olympics, is this what things like that are international. So it's not necessarily about what's going on as far as American rules and laws. You're not running in America. You're running in Japan. So is this something that we have to abide by for the sake of our contract with the Olympics in Japan? You know? Like everything is not about just strictly
I
what's
think,
going on with us here.
and I think everyone's forgiving her about
Nate, I
Lozenge.
mean,
the
yeah,
weed stuff.
Lozenge.
we don't know. What?
Talk box. Lozenge. What Devin be saying? Lozengers? Lozengers?
I am weak. I'll sit this next one out.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I was saying I think everyone forgave her about like the weed thing.
Yeah, they definitely did.
And
I
now,
mean, some people did, but people are still heavy clowning her for that shit.
I mean, yeah, that's just the internet. I think, I think like, I think now it's just now you're running your mouth. You doing. I think she just needs a publicist.
That
Oh
yeah,
my
a
God. She
PR
definitely
team,
does.
and but I mean, also just like I feel like you had that time off, but you need to get your head back in the game because like this is not the time to play. Like this is your time to bounce back and redeem yourself. Like yes, you got clowned for the fuckery that was going on. Yes, you're getting clowned because you had to take that time off and you lost the race. At the same time, this is like losing the race or not. This is your time to show and prove. Come with a renewed attitude and spirit because like just as quickly as she gained notoriety, it could be look, ma'am, they will replace you quick. I mean, look at who was it? What was her name? Dang, there was a I remember it was I think a biracial track track star who like years ago was running the Olympics, and I cannot remember her name. I think it
Hello,
was
Jones.
yeah, Lolo Jones, and like we heard about her heavy, and she was a virgin and all this stuff, and but then what happened?
She got on OnlyFans and busted wide open.
We
I'm
ain't
about to
hear
say she
shit.
got fucked. Like,
Dog.
Anywho, allegedly, I don't know nothing about that. But like what you know what I'm saying? Like we hear about you, and just as quick as we hear about you, just as quick as we talking about you about the Olympics, just like that, I haven't heard about her since. So,
Yeah.
like, don't like I said, don't ostracize yourself, and don't plummet. Don't be the reason why your career plummets.
she
Yeah, a
Why would
lot
you
of
just
pin
people
this
take the
nowhere ass
spotlight for
place?
granted. I don't know who pinned it.
I
It was
did.
Nate. Yeah.
Trying to get
Oh, was it for an
one of my
artifact?
quests done. Nah, it was like place a scanner right here. Like if you want to go to that marker, because I already marked my next spot. I'm about to go get another scanner.
Well, it was definitely an artifact right here that I didn't have.
Well, there
I
you
mean,
go. You're welcome.
I
Be
think like
grateful.
part of having a PR team is like Shut the fuck up. Like, when you get off that track, we know your emotions and everything are running, but all you need to be is like, all you need to say is, it was a good race. I did what I could, and get about your fucking day. Okay, get off the camera. Don't all that extra talking and shut up.
I will say, to shoot her some bail, like, she's young and
Yeah, she was like
she
21.
exploded into stardom. Like, nobody knew who she was 2 months ago, and then all of a sudden she just
Oh,
like,
they did. They did. She when didn't she run at I may be wrong.
She runs for
Forgive me, but
LSU.
yeah, LSU. They were definitely talking about her at LSU.
oh, were they? But I mean, she became
Yeah.
a household. Like,
I was to
she
say,
became a
LSU is not the rest of
nationwide.
America,
Yeah, that's
though.
what I'm talking about.
Nah, fuck no.
So
Tell that to Louisianians.
Nobody gives a
no,
fuck about Louisiana. They don't even have good water.
A lot
Damn,
of
don't y'all live
motherfuckers
in
give a fuck
like
about Louisiana or LSU. I'm sorry.
LS who? Fuck them
Okay,
niggas.
hello,
Alabama.
Ellis,
Yeah,
kiss my
don't act like
ass.
y'all don't know
We don't give a
LSU.
fuck about them. Anyway, irrelevant.
Yeah.
Damn it, Daniel. Why you got a bounty on you? Like, fucking fool.
Niggas
Sit
always got
your
a
ass
bounty
down.
on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a motherfucking boss out here. When you a boss, everybody wants your spot.
yeah, but I honestly hope she straightens up in terms of her performance, because honestly, she can talk all the shit she wants if she backs it up.
Ooh,
But
that's two knocks.
Yeah.
if she if she does back it up on the track, like, she brought a lot of eyes to the sport, so I definitely never paid attention to track outside of like
Yeah, I don't play track like that.
the headlines.
Nah, I ran track all through high school.
I got you.
I would never. That
Anybody
sounds
want? Anybody got something to say about the other situations? Want to segu, if you will?
Segu.
Let me find out you don't
Wow.
know how to pronounce anything.
It's
Lord.
Segway, like
I'm
what Paul
dead.
Blart drives on with your bitch ass.
I'm gonna say we're gonna have
Oh,
to take Devin back to English class one of these
right.
podcasts.
Nah.
Okay. Well, on a
Nah, nah, nah.
lighter
Laughing
subject,
at your niggas like ha ha ha.
let's get the crowd opinion on this situation. So, a recent post said a man proposes to his woman with a receipt of her 70K student debt loan being paid in place of a ring. She thanks him, but says she still requires a ring before getting married. What is she? Now, me personally, I know a lot of people's first thought is probably that she is a gold digger, and things that like that. But honestly, she never said how expensive the ring had to be. She just,
Fair.
I think she wanted a symbol of their marriage. So I mean, and yeah, some people are like, yeah, I still want a ring. They're probably thinking, oh, it has to be this big ass diamond or whatever. Like, I'm like my mom. I know my mom always said it could be a fucking ring pop. Like, I don't care, but that's just a symbol of love. Or some people get tattoos or what have you. So I don't think she necessarily intended it to be a expensive ring, but maybe she did. Who knows?
It also depends on how she went about it. I was gonna say like the word that came to mind is like maybe she's like a traditionalist and like that's important to her. I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of things obviously come into it's like how you deliver it, when you deliver it. Because like I mean, I don't know. You could also argue that that's not really the appropriate way to propose to somebody, you know. But
Yeah.
Fair.
like maybe, but then I don't know, maybe someone would still spin it if he was like, oh, I got you this ring pop and I paid off your $70,000 in loans. Then she's like, oh, I don't want to marry you or some bullshit like that. I don't know. There's
I mean,
just different ways you could spin it, but like, she just want a ring. All right, bet. Let's go to Walmart and get you a ring because I just dropped 70 fucking grand on your loans.
Walmart.
I feel like part of that is knowing your partner, because most of the
Mm-hmm.
time, like, you know whether your partner wants, like, if you're, in most cases, if you are bold enough to propose to your partner, you guys have probably already been having the conversations around, like, around like what would what would you do if I were to propose? Are we prepared for this? Stuff like that. So a lot of times stuff like rings come into question, like what type of ring style do you like? So you probably in that
Fuck.
instance, you probably knew that based on previous conversations that your
Fuck.
partner probably wanted some sort of ring. And I feel like the thing that a lot of people, I won't even say just men have a habit of doing it, but a lot of people in any type of relationship, whether it's friendships, whatever relationship that you have, even romantic, people do this thing where they, somebody wants this item for symbolism for whatever. Like somebody says, "Hey, I want this," and instead they'll they'll drop a stack on, buy something more expensive than what that person said that they wanted, and then be like think that that is a replacement and an overcompensation for what the person actually communicated that they wanted. And it's like,
Hello.
Cut out.
Lozenger. Lozenger.
Lozenge, right?
hold up, I'm sorry, I knocked over my iPad. But like, it's like, why would you think if I say I want if I say I want a dog, right? Why would you think that instead of getting a dog, you going to buy me a BMW makes up for me wanting a dog? I didn't ask for that. You know, I
What if I don't want a dog?
I directly well, anyways, you know what I'm saying. I directly stated that this is what I wanted. So why do you think that this above and beyond? I mean, yes, I'm grateful that you paid for my student loans, but I directly said that I wanted a ring. And again, it's like it's not necessarily about an expensive ring, but these student loans are not the ring that I wanted.
So you're saying instead of like people often, whether it be romantic relationships, friendships, any kind of relationships, they try to project themselves onto the other person instead of like listening to what the other person actually wants.
Exactly. Pretty much, basically.
But
It's
then, so then when you get mad, you're making it about you and not about the person. When you probably should have known in the first place that that person wants a ring,
mhm. So
and
it's like
it may not even have to be. They don't have to go to Tiffany or anything to get a ring. It's just
Yeah, but you still
the
in the match.
symbolism of the ring.
people do that projection, and then when they don't get the reaction that they're looking for, because it's like, like that, hey, look at what I did. It's like, well, damn, thanks for that, but that's not really what I asked for. So it's like you expect, you want a cookie for this action. But it's like when I directly told you what would make me happy, and you went around the way and didn't think about what I told you and did everything else instead. No, I'm not thrilled. And to
Yeah.
be quite honest, I can't I can't wear my damn paid off student loans to the damn grocery store, you know? Like
The
some
way
people
I
just
took it was more literal in terms of like she said, I'm gonna need a ring before we get married. That doesn't mean that he has to buy the ring. She could buy her own ring now that she got her student loans paid off.
I know the fuck you lying, Devin. I
Talk your shit,
let me
King.
tell you.
You're still in the
I,
match.
Nah, that's a good ass point. I'd be
I mean,
like, man, your $900 payment a month, that shit gone. Take your ass and get your own shit.
Hey, Dev, you still in the match?
huh? Me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we got readied up. You're still in the match.
We okay, so we need to figure this out because it's two devs, and sometimes y'all be calling Devin Dev.
I think every time they say
Nobody
Dev, they're
calls
talking to
this
you.
man Dev.
Yeah.
Lord. Anyway,
Let me find out you
I
projecting.
said this about 4 times, and you just now realizing
I thought y'all was talking about Devin, man.
Let me
you
find
didn't
out
even think to
you
look at your
projecting.
screen.
No.
I was just spectating. I didn't realize that it was going to affect anything. But yeah, I mean, some people are going to take the approach that, oh, she's a gold digger, she's this, that, and the third. But like I said, you knew the woman that you were dealing with. You knew that the woman you were dealing with probably wanted a ring. So if that's the case, I mean, maybe, hey, you can have the conversation and be like, well, since I just dropped this money on your student loans, I can get you a ring, but I might not be able to get you the exact ring that you want right now. That might have to wait a little bit. Something as
Gonna have
simple
to
as
wait
that.
a lot of bit. Bitch, I just spent 70 fucking grand on you. Like,
Wait, who's sitting out?
I am.
Okay.
I'll just I'll spectate.
I mean, but
all I'm saying is,
okay, but I would argue that, and if you just drop 70 grand or however 90 whatever on someone's student loans, they're not talking about us. They're not talking about us in our tax brackets, okay? So at that point, whoever dropped 70 grand probably has it to buy a goddamn $1,200 ring or some shit. Just saying. Like,
yeah.
so it's like
Not
if you get paid,
necessarily. That
okay,
could have been his last dime, and he thought it was like a good gesture, you know,
okay,
like.
and but see again, don't give your last. Don't put all your eggs in one basket and give your last to somebody and then expect an extravagant reaction in return. That you put your finances on the line. She did not. Did she ask you to do that? No. You did that out of the alleged kindness of your heart for some sort of reaction and satisfaction. That is not on her. That's not her fault. So if you did that, you did that. Anybody stupid enough to put their last money into somebody else's student loans and then you're down bad or whatever, that's a piss poor decision on your part.
I mean, but he could also be, thinking towards the future. Like,
I mean, I
oh, I don't have any
understand.
student loans. Let me
I
pay your
understand when
70 grand off. Let's get married debt free.
but
Baby, let's
see,
get
I
married.
understand wanting to help people out like that, but at the same time, you could you could be doing me a solid by if 70 grand is what you have left in your bank, immediate cash. Well, maybe hey, I would be just as satisfied if you even drop just half of that. You know, do not you don't have to spend your last life savings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that whatever you put towards my student loans is helpful enough from me. That like I shit, you paying for an education that you didn't goddamn get. Thank you.
But I'm gonna still need that ring.
What I
Hey,
need is Uncle Joe to start fucking canceling these loans, bro. Like, we
Yeah, it's
shouldn't
just
even
not
be
for me.
having this
Got him
motherfucker. Well,
again.
fair.
touche.
And I mean
Wow.
at that point, okay, if you use the last bit of your money on paying someone else's student loans and now you allegedly broke, well how the fuck y'all who paying for the wedding?
We're going to the courthouse.
You're right, ain't nothing wrong with that. Or the backyard
Nah,
of the
the
Airbnb.
courthouse when when trying to go to the courthouse, it was scary,
What?
bro. It was so when we tried to go to the courts, not to cut you off there, but you when you said ain't nothing wrong with the courthouse, it was scary. It was so we went to go sit down at the magistrate, and it was like three couples next to us, and none of them had like so in North Carolina you gotta have like two witnesses or whatever. None of them
Mm-hmm.
had none of them had witnesses. So they all looked at each other and was like, "Hey, bro, can we just be each other's witnesses?" All right. First of all, like I'm not one to judge, but my man's had holy tank top on. Like I was like,
Yikes.
bro, that's what you get married in. And then it was one couple. They had gold grills. I was like, oh, they falling. But they was dressed like the Joker and Harley Quinn. And I was like, they look like they just robbed the bank by drilling a giant hole in the ground. Like they looked like they was on some shit. And so me, me and Alicia, we looked at each other and was like, yeah, let's try this shit another day. Bro, that shit
Well,
was wild.
Hell
Like I
no.
said,
I gotta go to Corny for the that little entrance thing. By the way, so I'm
the
going.
courthouse or the back of somebody's our
Oh, can we get the
Airbnb.
chest first, or do you just
We
want to
did
go
it in
there?
our backyard. We had a minister come to our backyard. We was like, bro,
You want to get the chest, Daniel, and then
Yeah,
go,
so
or
that's
okay.
fine.
Damn.
Speaking of doing it,
What? What kind of
What
fucking
in
segue
the
is
butt?
this?
We.
that is
This is
perfect
what you
segue,
think of.
actually.
So
I said
what?
what in the butt? You want
Well,
to do
I
it in the
said,
butt?
what?
In the
In
butt?
the butt?
OnlyFans is out here banning sexually explicit content.
mm,
I mean, the I would say the sex work community is very up in arms, and I mean, I would say
Let them get their rocks off.
rightfully so, because I get it. Like when you get attachment to a certain platform that's easy to navigate for you and your clients, you get attached to that, and when you have to you know, you have to migrate to other platforms, it can be a hassle. But at the same time, when people are like, I mean, bagging OnlyFans for making that move. But I feel like in OnlyFans' defense, the thing is, OnlyFans was not created to be the next best Pornhub. You know, like OnlyFans has been around for quite some time, and yes, sex workers brought a lot of traction to their platform, but they definitely were around prior to this movement of sex work, especially because it kind of exploded because people needed to find a way to navigate COVID and
I wonder what
still.
made them make this decision.
so
Well, I think it
basically,
was investors. They like bankers and investors don't necessarily want to put their funds and support a company that's tied to sexually explicit content. So,
the- it's
and
like
things like
it's
certain apps, like Apple is even making the move for apps that if they have like Pornhub, if they had have pornographic content, they have to remove the apps from the Apple store. So it's like we they're because like Google Play Store and Apple are making these moves along with bankers and investors, it becomes hard to be able to, get investors and stuff like that for your app. And it's like, how the hell you have an app that can't be fucking used in the app store because of the content it provides. So it's like you're stuck in this situation where do you want to be able to have this application that can work on somebody's mobile device, or do you want to have to jeopardize that convenience for your consumers and the people who are actually on the platform creating content? Do you want to jeopardize that for the sake of being able to provide a consistent platform for people? And I think the thing that we forget is sex work has always been sex work, always going to be sex work, and it was sex work before OnlyFans. Well, before they started utilizing OnlyFans. OnlyFans is not an end all be all, nor is sex work the end
What the
all.
fuck?
The removal of sexually explicit content from OnlyFans going to necessarily
Oh
be
shit!
the like the final play in OnlyFans book. They might not necessarily generate as much revenue as they were before,
Fuck!
but I feel like they very much so will still be around because it allows artists. It still allows artists and content creators
God damn
to provide their content. I would say kind of in. I've never been on OnlyFans, but probably to like a Patreon type deal, you know, where but you get you get to allow you pick and choose what your consumer what content your consumer gets. So it's like it is inconvenient, but at the same time, from a business standpoint, hey, sometimes you have to make these decisions to be able to keep your businesses afloat, and I can't really fault them for that. And so, I mean, the thing is, it's not. There are some people who are just selling pussy pics and dick pics, and that's not what they're saying they're banning. They are banning like I said, sexually explicit content, meaning like actual pornographic, you getting raw dogged on camera, that's not, they're going to be removing that type of stuff, as far as my understanding of what they
You gonna
said
revive me or no?
they're removing. Huh?
Because Nate just fucking flying away. I'm over here thinking he about to go over to the van.
Oh.
My bad. I was trying to get this quest done. That y'all got it done last time, didn't y'all?
There's hella footsteps by me, and I don't know if it's a person or if it's an IO guard, but I'm trying. But like,
Those is
Yes, I have
NCP.
guards underneath.
okay. But yeah, so like, it's, I don't know, people are like trying to make the whole thing where it's like OnlyFans is dead, and I mean, I just don't feel like you guys were, people were able to utilize that easily, and it was, it was a good play in the
Yeah,
sex
it's
work
just over
books,
here, brother.
but at this, you cannot always hold on to other platforms to be, to be your final what lifeline.
Hey,
So
Dev, you remember
So,
where that
to
entrance
my
was?
understanding, OnlyFans got popping because of porn, and now they want to take it off. They don't want to do anything. They don't want anything to do with porn. Is that like what it is?
um that's essentially how people are playing it. Did I
So
Dev, you remember where
OnlyFans,
that entrance was?
fuck?
so OnlyFans is Tommy Hilfiger, and
Hold up.
porn is niggas.
Niggas.
So
Um
niggas got Tommy Hilfiger popping, and
right
then
here.
Tommy Hilfiger was like, I don't want niggas wearing my stuff.
Basically.
Thank you.
But I mean, like I said, it's like, yes, people, the thing is, people are like, OnlyFans might have gained a lot of traction because of sex work, but again, they were, why is this not, damn
So
it,
we gonna see. So basically,
they
we gonna see porn
they
stars
didn't start off,
start saying,
they didn't
Patreon, fuck
start
that
off.
OnlyFans.
I
Hmm?
don't see where I deliver. Oh, I see.
It's like they didn't start off with
Oh
the
no, I don't.
intent of delivering sexually explicit content. So I can understand, as like, as far as branding is concerned and like developing stuff like that, it's like we want to protect our app. That's not what we created it for. And yes, you guys were able to utilize it for that, but hey, sometimes you have to reclaim what you created your platform for. I mean, it's just like people are always going to be mad because, hey, didn't Tumblr do the same thing, except
The
for
same thing.
nobody was making funds off of, you know
Yeah.
off of
But I'm
that.
saying they had a huge fan base that did one thing and that decision ostracized it.
What
And
the hell are
speaking
they?
of Tumblr from an example standpoint, now
Oh
people
no,
don't
fuck
really
out of
use
here.
Tumblr like that.
Yeah, but it's just, I mean, like I said, these apps are not necessarily looking to provide pussy pics. Like Facebook, you can't post your pussy on Facebook, can't post your pussy on Instagram. Like, there's apps for that, you know? There are apps
Okay.
for that. So the
What
thing,
are the
like,
apps?
I mean, hell if I know. I'm not in the business, but what I'm
Android
saying,
only.
if that's the business that you're trying to get into, the only, like, sometimes hell, nobody wants to make their own app. Rally together, fund a fucking app. You know, like, if the issue is we're tired of people moving us off of these platforms because we're doing these services. We want to sell. We want to do sexually explicit content. We want to be able to engage in our clients. Will somebody make a fucking app?
Thing is,
And I
with
think
Apple, you
I
can't
think
use
that,
off-market apps. Where Android, you
yeah.
can.
But see, no, but the thing is, with Apple, you can't. There's a way, because like the DoorDash driver app is not in the Apple store. That you have to, just like with the beta program, you have to download the profile. So there's a way to get apps on your Apple
Damn,
device that are
fuck our
not.
cards, I guess.
There's a
There's
way
a
to
nigga
get
over
apps.
there.
that are not in the Apple store on your Apple device,
You
it
can't
might
revive
just
us
take
anyway, so fuck it.
like 2 extra steps. And if you don't want to do those 2 extra steps to get the app, well then you don't want the damn content, or you don't want to provide the content.
Patreon, fuck that. OnlyFans, like Polo, fuck that hill figure.
Yeah, you gonna hear it in the song sooner than later. I used to pray for times like this, to round like this.
Wow.
I
Okay.
mean, the OnlyFans thing too kind of gets on my nerves, just because, like,
Damn.
when we hear about OnlyFans, it's I think it's a lot of hating ass people, because it's men and women who are like upset about people making money from selling content on OnlyFans. And the thing is why are you mad? Because I feel like some people really are jealous, because nobody wants to see your pussy pic. Nobody wants to see your titties or feet or whatever like nobody wants to see you, so you're jealous. You got to go to
Somebody to
work
your
for a
right,
9 to
Gaming.
5.
Turn
But
around,
like,
turn around, turn around. To the right, to the right, to the
Dog, let me
left.
find out I don't know my left from my right. Looking ass.
Yeah, this nigga just said, fuck
Head
it, I'm gonna run
ass.
away.
but like, there's people who are like, well, it looks like they're gonna have to get a 9 to 5. Mind you, most of these people do have a 9 to
Yeah,
5. But like,
exactly.
my thing is, I feel like in the realm of sex work encompasses a lot more than just fucking for money. It's more than just it's the experience, it's the interaction. Sometimes they don't even have to have sex for money, but it still falls under sex work, because a lot of that is just those relationships and interactions. So it's like, I don't know, you might not benefit from it, but somebody wants it. And not everybody wants no stock picture of somebody's pussy off of Google. Some people want, some people want personalized content. Some people want to be like, hey, I want to see you do this. I want this. And you can get that when you go to people who provide services like that, versus just, I don't know, typing in some shit that you've seen 10 times over on Pornhub for free. So people are like, well, porn is free. Why would y'all pay? Look, I mean, for real, let's not. I'm like, I know for sure. Some of y'all sitting here hating probably subscribe to the bitch from high school that y'all had a hard on for, who's finally selling pictures.
Yeah, you know they
You've
did
been
it.
you've been creeping, on the same person, since high school, and now you want to sit here like, don't play. We know what you're doing. You subscribe to that damn OnlyFans, please. Like, there's no shame in that. And like, I mean, I just don't. I don't know. Like, what's the problem? Hell, this bitch is out here fucking for free, fucking for less. What's the worst case scenario? Somebody fuck for $50 fucking. At least get some goddamn, pay their rent off some shit. You know,
Well,
just
personally,
out
I
here.
always wonder if she asked herself, "Is it just me? Is it just me?"
I like. So I mean, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, the, there's women out here, well, women and men. There are people out here fucking anybody and everybody, and they rent not paid. You know, like
Yeah,
your bill's not taken care of. The things that the amenities and stuff that you need in life
nice.
are not taken care of. So like, if you can sell it, if somebody's paying for it, well, shit, you might as well do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna knock it. I might not necessarily do it myself, but if that's what you gotta do to get your change for the day, do it. Just stay safe.
Get your rocks off.
Keep yourself safe and keep everybody that you're dealing with safe. Is all I say matters.
Oh
Damn.
damn! Good attempt though.
Dang.
Good
Damn,
attempt.
that skin is kind of fire.
That one.
Too bad I gotta.
That's what they call a sweaty skin. A whole bunch of like tryhards rock that skin with the Scully and shit.
That is nice.
Yeah.
I feel like some women are mad because it's like, so what? You mad because your husband probably subscribed to somebody's OnlyFans?
I can't speak from the woman's perspective.
Like,
I ain't even gonna
Are
try.
you speaking from the man's perspective? Like you on the OnlyFans, bro?
I've never been on Only. I know they had that big data leak though. And a whole bunch of people's videos. That was like a year ago, maybe even longer.
About a week ago.
that's another thing too. I feel like it's some bitch ass shit for niggas who subscribe to somebody's OnlyFans just to screenshot and screen record so they can post it online and be like, since I paid for it, so y'all don't gotta pay for it. You a hating ass
Dog.
bitch. And your mama's probably a hoe. like
Damn, hot take Dev.
like
Whoever said that?
why would you
Your
ever
mom's a hoe.
it's just it's I mean, it's just weird behavior to me. Like y'all sitting here talking about OnlyFans this, but you really sat here and you want to talk shit about people, but you really sat here and took the time to pay that $5 this month so that you could go out your way to be a bitch ass nigga to record some content to upload it because for what? Because bitches is making money for doing some shit. I don't know. Like what's your problem? Hell, maybe you should try to sell some dick. I don't know.
Oh. I didn't know we were having a Morty competition. Let me hold up before we sign off.
Damn, I ain't got my shit.
Candy mine.
Kinda mine, oh, we getting swifty?
That's what I said. Candy mine.
Ooh. Hey. Yeah.
Wait,
I
so who's
need
sending
y'all
out next?
to
Daniel?
I'm outie. Y'all can keep going though.
Yeah, I'm out of here too.
Oh dang. Well, I guess that's all, folks, for the night. We've gotten through our top. First of all, y'all weren't even commenting.
I was commenting.
Well, other than you. But I guess.
We can
He
always
was just
revisit
letting you
it
go
too,
for it.
especially with the
I don't know
updates
why.
coming up of them extending it or changing it according
You're
to the
right.
backlash.
I don't know why, but I just felt like Newt would have some take on this. And I was
True.
interested.
New owes us a story too. But
Oh
we can say that for the
yeah.
next
Right.
pod for sure.
Definitely was supposed to give us a story time.
That's a teaser
Oh
though.
yeah.
Unless you trying
Yeah.
to tell your story.
Nah, we run that part 2, bruh.
Yeah,
I said,
part
oh,
two.
I
Right.
got a
Yeah.
story to tell
That
head
part
ass.
2.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to be the first to know about the story, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you're following on Instagram and Twitter and the Facebook to come. Make sure you're
At
following
Boozy
on
Game Night.
SoundCloud. Even though I ain't uploaded shit to that bitch in about 2 months.
We'll
At
eventually be on
Boozy.
Apple
What?
Podcasts.
Report Apple Podcast, y'all.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on.
At this point,
Got some researching to do. But either way, if you're listening this far, you clearly already know what the deal is. We appreciate y'all.
Hey,
And we'll
y'all
catch
niggas need to
y'all on
give
the
us
next
feedback.
time.
The
For
fuck?
sure. Yeah, for sure.
wait,
Don't
what did
just
you say?
subscribe. Comment. Tell us how you feel about Dev's hot takes or about Newt's lozenge problem.
Hey,
Yeah, you a real one if you comment lozenger in the comments.
Oh, they
I'm
got
gonna
a
throw
candy
baby.
wrapper emoji or some shit. Comment that shit.
I'm gonna throw baby.
Dog.
Goodbye. All right, I'm
Okay.
gone.
Mm.
All right, signing off.
All right.
All right, y'all.
Later.